Hi, guys. Before we start today's episode, we just want to give you a spoiler alert for All Things Conform and Beneath by Ariel Sullivan. We talk about the book, we talk about the endings, we talk about all the things in between. So consider this your spoiler warning. We appreciate you listening and have a good one. Enjoy the episode. Hey, hi, hello, and welcome
to the Story Is Pod
with Katie
and Amanda.
And
dun da da da!
Such a special guest today. We are beyond thrilled, you guys. I'll let Amanda do the official intro,
but we're fangirling naturally.
Gooped and gagged for this for this guest to join us. I can't wait.
All right, shall I?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go on.
Today we are so pleased to have dystopian romance's hottest new bombshell, Ariel Sullivan, on the pod. Ariel's debut novel, Conform, was not only one of our favorite books of the last few months, but it's taken social media by storm. We can't stop talking about it and are so pleased to have her here today to discuss her newest release in the series, Beneath, which hit stores on March 24th. When Ariel isn't writing or talking to us, you can find her spending time with her husband, boys, and their French bulldogs back home in Connecticut. So without further ado, welcome to the pod. We're so excited.
Thanks,
Ariel Sullivan.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you for coming. For those of our listeners who are not Potter Book Club or weren't with us in January, we were so fortunate to have Ariel come down and hang out with us at book club. And we had so much fun. We hope we didn't scare you. We are kind of a lot.
There's a lot
collectively. There's a lot of us and we're kind of a lot. So thank you so much for coming back and revisiting us again.
Yeah, thanks for coming back and joining us.
Of course. You didn't scare me at all. You guys are very enthusiastic. I loved it.
You know what? That's a good word for us. Enthusiastic.
Yeah.
I'm ready to dive right in.
Oh, perfect.
Because I'm so sorry. I'm so glad you're well. Welcome. Yay. Small talk pleasantries.
I was going to be like, are you doing okay?
We can just brush that aside.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
Forget it. Okay. Sorry.
Let's get to the meat.
No, that's okay.
I did want to make sure this is an exciting time. You're getting ready to go on tour soon. You've got a lot going on. How are you feeling?
I mean, I'm good every day. I don't know what I'm going to get, but I love it. It's new. A lot of growth, a lot of imposter syndrome, but I'm just embracing it and chugging along.
That's great. You didn't do like an official tour for Conform, correct?
I did a small one, but I did mostly with Jenna. So I joked that it felt much more approachable because she's so good at it, obviously.
Sure.
So I had that in my, beside me the whole time. And
right.
This is my first solo adventure.
Yeah. Mama Bird just launched you out of the nest.
Yes. Yeah.
You're going to do great.
How
many tour stops are you doing? Do you know?
I believe there are 8.
Ooh, that's a big one. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people. A lot of people.
You're going to do great.
It's going to be great. We love your book. So I can't imagine that you will have anything but positive
more
response.
Importantly, do you have your outfits picked out yet? That's really...
I'm working on it. I've got a lot of them planned to match the moodiness of the book, even though we're entering spring, but we're just going to be confused. It's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
That's okay.
Listen, the weather's confused too. So,
we have had, since we spoke to you last, there's been a lot of developments, on your side, a lot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. So we've now found out, are we allowed to say the title of the next book?
We can say the title.
Okay. So you've announced the title of book 2, but also technically book 3, which is going to be called Core.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't even know where to start. Okay. So that's been announced. We have a date announced for that already.
Kind of. It's
not official.
Some of the stuff on the internet I wouldn't believe at the moment.
Okay.
Wait, but can we believe PRH's Penguin Random House's site?
Debatable.
Okay.
Oh,
so we won't say a date. So we have a title. We'll just say that we have a title.
Still 2026.
That's the hope.
Okay.
That's the hope.
Okay. So we've got that, but I think more interestingly, or more important maybe, we have the titles of 2 of the trilogies now.
Mm-hmm.
They officially have a name.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to us about those.
Yeah, I had a name from them from the beginning, but when you're starting out, you're trying to make sure everybody's going to buy into this idea that I'm doing a dueling trilogy. So I decided to take it easy and not be like, here's a dueling trilogy, here's a name for it. So yeah, Conform is the Reform trilogy, and Beneath is the Rebirth trilogy. And obviously there's another one, but the name and all that is just going to hang out in the ether until we're ready.
Now, what I thought was more interesting in diving into these trilogies is the symbolism in the waxing and waning crescents. So Conform very much mimics, I'm going to hold this up for those of us who are watching, is the trilogy here is this sort of deco, what I think is very art deco looking tower. And that is the symbol for the Reform series. And then we have Rebirth, which is a waning crescent. And so, of course, my woo-woo-ness, I did a little Google research here. And some themes for that are letting go, cleansing, and purifying.
You're nodding. Is that on purpose, shall we say?
I mean, yeah, I don't like to do throwaway things. So yes.
Yeah, you said that the last time we saw you, that you don't do, and nothing is throwaway. Everything means something. It's very Taylor Swift of you. It's very like Easter eggy. Like everything has a meaning. And so we were talking earlier about thoughts that we had for the third trilogy and like some titles. Sorry, I can only hear my own self now. And some like names potential. So we just want to throw a few at you, and you don't have to confirm or deny or anything, but these are just some of the ideas that we had.
Just thoughts.
Just some things. So we have Revolution.
It's just long. That's long.
It's a long one. Rebuild, Renew, Resist, and Repair. So those are just some ideas, because I felt like we might stick with the R theme. You seem like
2
you're
R's.
like the theme.
Yeah.
So you've got I don't know, something about, I really am into Renew.
Okay.
That one is like really speaking to me. I really think that one
I
sounds
shortened
nice.
Revolution to Revolt too. I thought that could also
that's
work.
a good one too.
Yeah.
Because the symbol icon, I guess, for the yet to be named trilogy is a waxing crescent moon, which is all about growth. I thought that was interesting. I'm just clocking.
She's just like smiling and nodding, like,
Yeah. She did say when you were here in January that you're a vault.
Yeah. You don't tell anything. We tried.
You
To the
did.
best of our ability, I think. I think we made a good effort, and you were.
It was really fun. It was really fun. But no, I would say that there's some things that you are very close to, and some that you're not. But yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I like this. I like it.
Okay.
How's that?
Okay.
I can accept that. I'm into it. So Amanda and I were very fortunate. We were able to get an early copy of Beneath, and we read it, and I'm ready. Hey, Ariel.
Hey.
What the fuck do you mean?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I cried in public.
Do you mean?
I cried in public on a plane.
Okay.
In public.
She did. I saw.
We were traveling. The trope was traveling together, and Sydney and Katie had both read it.
Yeah.
Because it's making the rounds, and I was like, I have like 40 pages left, and they're like, ah,
Oh no.
ah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And they're looking at me while I'm reading it, and they're like, "Are you okay?"
She was kind of sitting diagonal to me, and she was sitting directly behind Sydney, and I see Sydney's head pop up and turn around, and I look at Amanda, and she just stands up, and she was like, "What do you mean?"
All I'm gonna say is Kumar.
I know.
That was so sick of you. That was just sick.
How dare you give me a line along the lines of, "It's been the pleasure of my life."
Oh.
Getting to raise you, essentially. Are you joking me? Are you joking me?
Yeah.
So please explain yourself. That's all. Why?
I mean,
why do you have to go?
I'm laughing because if not, I'll cry with you guys. Sometimes characters, when they come in, you just know their ending immediately, which sucks. I love him. I love what he represented. It was hard. It was hard. That was a hard one, so I'm sorry. But I'm also happy
Were
that it
you
hit you.
emotional writing about him dying?
Oh yeah, yes, yes. I sob frequently. I don't cry in real life. It's a problem. We're working on it. I cry in the shower like a winner. Is what I say.
Yeah.
But we're working on other tears. But while writing, it's free game. And the amount of sobbing, just so everybody can feel like they've got a friend in this, I did while writing Beneath, and then every edit that I did as well. There's a lot of tears. There's a lot of tears. A lot of ugly tears.
He was just such a good one.
He was so pure.
Too good for this world. Like we probably should have known that he was like too good, and like he couldn't possibly stay. But that one, that was tough. That was a tough.
But
It's all she
Sasha
has.
has had everything taken from her.
Literally everything.
And I'm so nervous
Oh no.
about Tristan.
I am too. I am very scared.
Okay, I know that we got some backstory.
I don't like the face you're making. I don't like it.
I know we
like
got
it.
the backstory on his call sign with Hades.
Yes.
So we know that he's like had to do some things
Yeah.
in the line of duty, if you will. I don't care for it. It makes me nervous. And if you break me, I'm writing a strongly worded email.
Okay.
Like the true millennial I am.
A strongly worded email will be left. 1-star Google review.
I do want to back up a little bit. This is not perhaps
Sure. Go
Beneath
ahead.
specific.
Sure.
So for those people who are just now coming into Conform and Beneath, you are writing 3 trilogies, as we just discussed. How did you decide to go about it this way?
I joke because I like to flirt with insanity, but I'm obsessed with the idea that history repeats itself and that so many things are cyclical. And I've been obsessed with this idea for a very long time. And I'm always curious, like, what is it about different timelines, scenarios, cultures, religions that make things cyclical? Like, is it human nature? And so this story kind of came to me because I built, such a totalitarian government in Conform. There's such little information that Emmeline has to access. Well, how did I tell the reader how it came to be, right? I don't always love when something comes along and then gives you all the answers in the present day. And so I wanted to take my readers on this little adventure with me where you're kind of the investigator and to see, does history repeat itself? And I like to say that in my mind, when I see Conform and Beneath, they're the same coin, just different sides. So Conform is the shiny side that sees the light, that makes you pick up the penny. And Beneath is that underside that is corroded and dark and dirty, but it's the only reason the other one ever got to see the light. And so that's the way I kind of weave these two together.
Got it. Now, in a follow-up to that, the way that you've released these, Conform is sort of more of the present, if you will, for the reader, right? And Beneath is the past. And it's hundreds of years in the past, according to the preface of the book. What does that mean for, we know we're going back to core, so we know we're going back to more present. The next book in the series, can you give us a hint as to whether we're going to go back to reform
The Beneath timeline, or are we going to go into the next new trilogy?
I think that's going to depend on whether my vision comes true or how we see things happening. I have a very distinct way of wanting to write it. However, I also know that there is also a traditional route. And so we will see how much conforming goes on. But there's a part of me that would like to bring, yes, no pun, all pun. I would like to bring the 3rd trilogy into the mix at some point in the nearish future.
Okay, so you said if Conform is the shiny side of the penny and Beneath is like the corroded other ugly part of the penny, then what is the 3rd trilogy?
I would say it's the reason you look for the penny in the first place.
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to really think on that. I think
I-
that was
Not
that
to be
was-
cryptic.
no. That was
Never.
cryptic.
You
That
would
was
never do that to
perfectly
us.
Cryptic. Okay. That has really thrown me for a loop here. Go on.
So, can we talk about the timeline?
Mm-hmm.
We know that hundreds of years passes between Beneath and Conform, but when we enter Conform, she talks about like the first 100 days. But how long?
Beneath.
Yes, Beneath, being Beneath.
Mm-hmm.
But how long has this war been going on?
So she touches on it briefly in the 100 days she's writing about. But when you meet her at the 6-year mark of the war.
Okay.
And so you're reading a journal entry in that 100 days. And that's
right.
like taking you back to like 100 days from when the person decided to start writing that journal.
And
Sorry, wait a minute. You said that person.
Yeah, I did.
You didn't say
Sasha.
You didn't say Sasha.
Yeah.
That's interesting. What do you mean? What do you mean?
So what I'm getting at is we're going to have
no.
more questions than answers.
Oh,
And
dear.
we'll be on this ride until the bitter end.
No, I'm gonna have to reread now because of course, I think and I'm guessing this was on purpose, is that you're reading it and you're like, oh, this is Sasha's POV, like, or this is her diary. She's not really a diary keeper kind of gal either. That's not really her.
She keeps some things.
Okay. Huh.
Okay. Are we going to talk about her dad?
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you brought her dad up.
Now,
go there.
we know that you were a military kid, right? So I imagine a lot of the call signs, what we see in the unit formations, et cetera, is informed by your upbringing. But what did her dad do? He was in some sort of special unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will we find out more about her dad?
A bit, yeah, you do. So it was definitely inspired by my upbringing. I'm a military brat. My brother-in-law was also in the military. My best friend is actually stationed in Saudi Arabia right now while all this is going on.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
No, I know. But I'm also very thankful that there are people like her and other people who are out there doing this. So yeah, this is very much inspired by all of that. I think the military is a very specific upbringing. It's also a very specific world, and one that I both find nostalgic and frustrating. And so I kind of wanted to bring that out. And then if you're thinking of a war, obviously the people who are willing to fight are going to be in the front of it. And so, yeah, you're going to find out a little bit more about her dad. I kind of allude to the fact that he was special forces. Yes. So she's kind of doing the same thing in her own way, just in what they have left.
Okay.
So we have a theory. We have an
I love
idea.
a theory. Let's hear it.
Amanda touched on this earlier. Everybody is taken from her. She loses her little brother. She loses her sister, her mom, her dad, Kumar. Like, she literally loses every single familial person around her. And I am wondering if maybe her dad is not actually dead. We don't see his body. I'm under the Game of Thrones
No
theory,
body, no crime.
Nobody, not dead. And she says that he never came back. They never got a body back. Like, they didn't.
They just got the letter.
They just got the letter. So now I'm like, is it possible that her dad maybe is not actually deceased? Just a thought, just something I have rolling. I know you can't confirm, but I just want you to know that's what's going on over here.
I'm just watching her.
Yeah.
Oh, watch away. I would say, the body is definitely a for sure way to know. And no body is a for sure way to be confused.
Okay.
Yeah, it gives a little bit, listen, in wartime, it gives a little bit of Vietnam, right? Where you had all of the letters go out and they were POWs or just MIA.
And then it turns out they were not.
Correct. Dead. How long did her dad know what was coming is my question.
Yeah, because he's training her from like a little kid.
Yeah, I think there's some, I mean, being raised by a military man, I think there's some things that military families just do a little differently. I think it's just you're used to moving a lot. My dad used to tell me like, okay, deploy. Like when we had to like leave the house, like or like we're
That's
gonna leave at
crazy.
oh dark 100, and it's like oh dark 100's very early, and like there's just all these little things that like are military. So much as like I don't know if he was training her the way he ended up really turning it. Obviously, as things started to take a turn for the worse as the last war started to break out. But there's just things that you learn being surrounded by military people. And so she definitely has that. And so you can see it. So when he did start training her, it wasn't shocking to her because it was like verbiage and a lifestyle that she had known.
Was already familiar with.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay.
Huh. Yeah, see, I'm thinking like the like EMT paramedic kind of training that she went through,
Yeah.
field training. I imagine that it wouldn't be that odd for a child of someone who's especially if they're in special ops to get weapons training, like how to shoot a gun, marksman training. But she was in jujitsu, and that's maybe not the natural inclination for most
Pretty specific.
like 6-year-old girls,
it was
right?
a choice. It was definitely a choice.
It was definitely a choice.
And there are no accidents, as we learned. So,
Right.
yeah, I suspect there will be more to come on that.
Are we going to get answers around the why of the war?
Or does that even matter?
No, it matters a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, just not
Also,
right away.
very topical, right?
Oh
like
my gosh.
you're reading this and not to be hyperbolic, but like this could very much be our future.
Yeah.
If that's the case,
I'm so scared.
are you going beneath?
Yeah.
I
Are you
mean-
going beneath?
I think you have to, right? If not, you stay above, and it doesn't sound like anybody made it above.
Right.
At least that they know of, because they haven't been able to like really look for anyone yet outside of their little area.
Right.
So I think
But
you have to.
we do know that eventually that life is returning because we see greenery, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I want to talk about Beneath a little bit. And like, okay, so they're underground, they're in Haven, they're living this life underground.
Haven is a crazy name, by the way.
Well, it's
For
'cause
what?
it's also almost heaven. Right.
Right. And it's a
That's
safe haven.
Yeah.
But for what it is and what it becomes, that's bleak.
Oh, it's horrifying. It's horrifying.
Sorry.
But so where they're at in Beneath, I am surmising that that is where the major defects are. Major defects are in Conform underground. Those are the tunnels. That's where they are. Can you confirm that that is correct?
It's not.
Is not correct?
Is it okay? Is
I'm
it
shocked.
is
I was
it
like, oh, I got
not
this.
correct because we're not in the same place geographically? Yeah.
Okay.
So my thought process is that these bunkers were built strategically around the world or
Right, 'cause
around
I'm guessing there are more havens.
right.
It's not just the
so
one
we're not
haven.
in Haven in Conform, but it's something like it,
that. Right.
is
right.
what I'm guessing.
Yeah, they tie together a little bit in Beneath when they're on that journey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because there are more havens.
Right. There are
Right.
more tunnels.
Haven 1, 2, however, I don't know what they were going to call them, but like, yeah, but there are tunnels to other. They're all connected.
Correct.
In some way, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and let's go back to that for just a second.
Oh boy.
Tabitha,
Oh, that was crazy.
that was crazy work.
I was gonna
Are
wait.
you joking?
Yeah. Yeah.
We're here
hey,
now. We got to
we're
talk about
here.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? So when we asked you how old Tabitha was,
Yeah.
that was really clever. Okay, that was clever, and I'm sure you got a hee and a ha ha
well,
out of
because
it.
Remind us what your answer was when we asked you how old is Tabitha, and you told us what?
I think I believe that she's been in like ruling for 50 years. Isn't that all I said?
I think that's what you said.
Yeah.
But now it's feeling more and more like Tabitha is maybe
Thing.
a title
Yeah.
or like a
sleeper cell.
well, yes, but more of like it's like a crown, or it's like a title, it's like a inherited thing. Like all the Tabithas aren't the same Tabitha. Like Tabitha is like the monarchy
Right.
or something.
So my question then becomes,
This is so crazy. She can't answer anything. We're just talking at you now because we know that you can't answer.
I'm so
any of
sorry.
this. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
We
I
know
love
that
it.
we know that there are other pods. There are other Tabitha pods. I'm concerned about Tristan, and I had a conversation with Katie about this earlier. I even wrote down the page number, page 425.
Yeah.
Please and thank you. When Sasha is telling Tristan about Tabitha and that she thinks that there's somebody inside the pod, she saw a human, it wasn't quite right, etc.
Well, and then he asks her later on in this page, he says, Did you tell anyone else about seeing somebody in the pods?
So now I need to know
now
what
I'm
Tristan knows.
And how? How did he find this out?
I have a feeling that my guy Hades
Yep.
was into some stuff before. And he's big important because of what he knows.
You mean like when he was on his missions?
Before the end of times, that he was involved in some big stuff.
So
I
you're
see, I
saying
see.
his military time prior to
Yes, got it. I
having to go
understand.
underground.
Correct.
Pre-Haven.
Pre-Haven,
Got it.
pre-Big War.
Yeah.
He was...
How old is Tristan, though?
He's
like
young.
27, 28.
Okay,
And we've been under for 26. So if he enlisted when he was 18, assuming that
No, they've been underground for 6, not 26.
he's 26, they were underground for 6.
Yeah.
Oh, so he'd have been 20.
20, yeah.
Okay.
That's not a lot of time, though, to get a lot of things. So I wonder who his, like, maybe parents are or were.
But he doesn't know, right?
He doesn't know his dad. He
Yeah.
says his dad ran
Yeah,
off when he
but
was
he-
young.
but he
He
knows
knows
who
his
his mom.
mom,
Yeah.
who is, I can confirm, you don't see a body, that she is gone. So I can't
Okay.
confirm. She's not coming back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so I don't
R.I.P.
think everybody's walking.
No,
around dead.
no. That's too much. That'd be too many. Like, and they're
Yeah.
not really dead.
And then
no.
what about Levi?
Isn't he great?
He is great. First of all,
I thought we were losing Levi.
yeah, I didn't love that.
I thought that Levi was a goner for sure.
That was a close one. And I actually worked with my brother-in-law because he was a Special Forces Green Beret medic. And
That literally was my next question about the walking blood bank.
yes, we
That
talked
was-
it through.
Insane.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah, I,
that is
read
real.
their
Like how you
manual.
did all that. That is real.
I mean, yeah, to the most of my knowledge and having someone fact check it, but I
Yeah.
sat and read their manual, on what you do, what steps, because trauma care in the field versus trauma care in a hospital, totally different things. And so my first scene and go of this with my own, novice education, I gave it to him, and I love my brother-in-law to death. He goes, yeah, that's not serious enough. And I was like, but I feel like he'd be kind of dead. He was like, not even at all. They'd walk away. And I was like, oh, talk me through it. And so I'm very thankful that he allowed me. He was like an authenticity reader and read it with me. And we really broke down the scene and went through his knowledge and then what the scene had and what they would have in Haven available to make it work.
Wait, he says that Levi would have walked away?
In my first draft, not in this
Yeah.
one.
Oh, I
The
see.
injury wasn't grave enough.
Yes.
Okay, I see.
And the first one, non-military mind thought that was very serious. Somebody who's seen it said no, and I said, okay, that's cool.
Got it.
Help me
Got
out.
it. Yeah, the booby trap and that particular scene, for our viewers who haven't read yet, there is a scene where things take a turn. Those last 100 pages move so quickly.
So fast.
Sasha, I know that she's going to feel guilty about this, and I know that she does feel guilty about it. But my girl, if you just listened to him for 5 seconds, we could have avoided this.
Yeah.
It happened and I was like, oh no, we're already sort of mentally on a precipice here. Things are going to get really dark if something happens to Levi. And
it does. And it does get dark.
And I have to imagine that is going to carry over into book 2.
Yeah, things will be dark. But I do think you do see that she's trying to grow. I think Levi's injury, while horrible and like made it very dark for her, I also think it was like a very specific wake up call because it was him. And the way he handled it afterwards was like a way that I think she needed to be seen and heard, because she's so used to thinking that she only sees death. And in this moment, she's saving someone, and she saved Levi. So he really like helps her grow in that moment. And so while, yes, dark things are ahead, the war is not over, clearly. There's things all amok. She is going to take it on a little bit differently.
Okay. Will we get any different POVs in the upcoming books?
I'm not going to specify which upcoming book, but yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
I would love a Levi POV. I would love to see what's going on in his noggin, because talk about somebody who has had everything kind of go wrong too. Levi is out here fighting the good fight too. He has had a really tough go at it. I mean, they all have. Like, they're like survivors of like nuclear holocaust, it seems. So like no one's having a great time. But I was so happy to see that Levi wasn't taken from her, and that she got a little bit of she didn't just have to be the angel of death, right? Like she got to be a little bit of a savior. Not a little bit, a lot of a savior. She literally saved his life. He's dead if she hadn't been there. But I was happy that she was able to use her skills to save somebody versus just like helping them pass, basically.
Yeah.
I thought that was really like you said, a turning point for her, and really was like, oh, it doesn't all have to be death all the time.
Well, yeah, and then you go back to Kumar's comment, which like one of my favorite things he says is go sit with life.
Yes.
And I think like for her, that's something that she needed in this book, because she's done such the opposite. And all of a sudden, I think it's that light shining for her that it's like, wait, I can go sit with death, as terrifying as it is.
The other character that Katie and I both loved is Damien.
Oh my God. I love Damien.
He is incredible.
But also, no, Damien, no. Like,
right.
That hurt so deeply. That reveal at the end, that was so brutal.
Yeah. Because we want him to have everything, because he is the levity, right? For us, the reader, he is the only one really that's like hee hee ha ha, like I'm gonna be a little slutty, I love him.
He's gonna have fun.
He is just like he is the glue in this group, this really, really fucked up squad that we have. He is the one that he is like, let me make you laugh. Like, let me bring you coffee. Like, let me do the things that like, let me make everybody, and like humanizes everybody a little bit. But it's also why it had to be him that was like being taken advantage of. And it made me sick, but that is so life. Like, it always feels like the person who doesn't deserve the being taken advantage of, or like their kindness is like it had to be Damien, and it makes me sick that he is the one that's going to have to be devastated that he is getting got. I understand,
sorry.
and I'm so upset about it.
How are we going to tackle his ankle too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we left a lot. Poor Damien's in for a little of a bumpy ride to the start of the next book. He's got to figure some things out.
Yeah.
I can say that I love him too. So he's my happy little moment in the book. And I love when he breaks it. And I love that when you, as the book goes on, you learn his backstory. And I think one of the things I tried to do here is show that, like you said, everybody's having a rough go, but everybody's handling that rough go so incredibly differently. And I think that's so interesting how grief and trauma affects every single person differently. And he's this person that, you know, brings light to their group and makes the joke that nobody else can make. And he's tied to someone named Sunshine, which is funny because she's not the one doing it. He is.
Ariel,
Mm-hmm.
I need you to protect him.
Don't
I'm
take
going
it
to
all from
protect
us.
all of them as much as I can, but I will
No, I
remind
need
everybody.
you to take care of him. I'm asking, we're friends now. I'm asking you as a friend, please do not take him from us. I beg you.
Okay. I'll
Okay.
do my best.
Thank you.
It doesn't
I
feel
don't
like
love-
that's
I don't
no.
love it. I don't love it. I don't. He's. We have to talk about Rumi.
I like how every character we talk about all end with like just
I go ahead. You go first.
No.
In
When
unison.
we
don't know what to say.
when we got the reveal that it was Kaleo, am I saying that right?
yeah.
Okay. I was like, immediately I was like, what the fuck? He can't be bad. Because she sees everything. I mean, that's what she's like the eagle eye, right? Like they talk about, she sits in the corner, observes everybody. So I had to believe that she was seeing something from him that we, the reader, were not seeing. And the scene where they are leaving like the airlock for the last time to go out on the scouting mission where they really upset the apple cart, if you will.
Yeah.
Go against orders.
Yeah.
And they have the interaction with like the pushing, it's like the fight, if you will.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy cannot be the ultimate baddie here. He can't be. I will not stand for it.
Kaleo?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, fine. He's just fine.
He's
was
so important. What do you mean,
no,
fine?
No, it's not fine. But I personally felt so betrayed by Rumi. I understand that she like. I understand what we're doing. The betrayal I felt, it felt like Amanda backstabbed me. I was so hurt by Rumi.
Yeah.
And I know that the other squad members felt the same. Obviously, I thought Patrick was going to like maybe like actually hurt somebody.
He had to go away for a minute.
But
Yeah. He
was
was hurt.
so betrayed. Talk me through that choice that it had to be Rumi, because why did it have to be her?
I mean, like I said, some characters just tell me things, and I knew that from the moment she entered the page. Like there was no like, who is it going to be? She entered with a role. I knew it was hers. I knew she was going to upset a lot of people. I think the line, which is like we're continuing themes from Conform, the line between good and bad is very murky. She walks it better than most. And that's like not always to the benefit of those around her that she cares about. And she kind of says that in the end, you know, she's like, I was willing to get my hands dirty to keep yours clean, and I don't care. And I think that's like admirable, but also painful. And you see each unit member respond to it very differently. And obviously, like you said, Patrick just spews all their history in that moment and is broken. And then we all love Damien. He's there and he's trying to understand.
Right.
I think that's so interesting because I'm going to spill tea, I suppose. I think you would respond like Patrick would, and I think I would respond like Damien did.
100%. Oh, I'm losing my mind.
You'd lose
I'm
it.
like, get the fuck away from me. I cannot even look at you. I would lose it. Which is why I probably felt so like, and you took the mindset of like, well, he can't be bad because if Rumi's with him, he can't be bad. Right? Is that
yes,
your feeling?
I identify more with Rumi, and like I want to watch what's going on around me, in a like in a group setting, I don't necessarily want to be in the midst of it. I want to figure out what's going on before I infiltrate a group. So I identify with Rumi in that sense, where she's always watching and just like seeing what's going on while she is a central character. She's not Damien, right? She's not in the midst of it all, mixing it up with them. She's sitting back and observing. I immediately would question. I would have questions like, why are we doing this? What does it mean? And thinking through it, where I think you would initially go to, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was just so hurt.
It's painful. I'm glad it
so hurt.
That was the point of it. It's to hurt, but it's also to watch how every unit member, like I said, they're all handling this grief and this pain differently. And like, this is another one where you watch them all love one another, but do it very like Isla's immediately, she doesn't blow up, but she's like, it's done. Like, you're not one of us, you know? And then you have Levi, who's just staying quiet and pulling more of a Rumi and watching and trying to understand. He's kind of poking buttons. And then you have Tristan, who's just hurt. You have Sasha, who refuses to put her gun away. So we got that for homegirl. Like, she's like, well, I'm just going to stay here, locked and loaded.
Hey, at this point, it's all she. What else is she supposed to do? These people, she gets brought into this group against her will. She's here now, and now they're all fighting amongst each other. And she's just like, "What is going on? Like, who are you people? Like, what is actually happening around me?" Could you imagine being her for just like 1 minute?
No, I'd never survive.
She's in the most disorienting. She's never been above the ground. She doesn't know how anything works. She's just assuming these people are telling her the truth at all the time.
The alternative is death, I guess. So uncertain death or certain death. These are your choices.
You know, like Levi says, he'd rather actively chase it. So she's got to take it on.
Right.
But I wouldn't want to be her.
No.
Even though I love her.
So in talking about a role that she was forced into, let's talk about expansion.
Let's chit chat.
And the bodies, the missing people,
the dead men.
Ghosts, some might say.
Some might.
So we know that they're sus as hell, and I just want to know, how long am I going to have to wait to find out what's going on?
I mean, so I like to say that both of the sequels to Conform and Beneath are kind of all secrets revealed, for better and worse. Like, and I'm done. Like, I'm in edits for the sequel to Conform, so I can like confidently say that. And I know what Beneath is going to look like the next one. So like, you don't have to wait too long in the series because more questions are going to come. So you will figure out quite a lot in both of the sequels to these, because I don't like dragging things off. I like a resolution, even if it creates new problems. Not saying it's a good resolution. I'm just saying there will be answers.
We're not going to be left just like in torture, just absolute in purgatory forever.
That's like you're waiting till book 9 to find out what happens.
No. Like, I think there's going to be, the idea is when I finally get to book 9, it's going to be the little things that you're going to be like, oh shit, it was there on like page 10. It's those little moments that'll, like, I think, but not like the story has to move, and we can't keep dragging the same thing the whole time. So we're going to move along in each story and get answers.
So in terms of reading order, as we progress through the series, how would you want a reader to tackle this? Like, let's say 6 of 9 are out. Are we reading them in publication order? Is that the way you are seeing the story being told?
Yeah, that's the way I would want people to read it. Obviously, I'm creating them so you could read them standalone if you'd like. But obviously, if you've not read Conform in Beneath, when you read Tabitha, it doesn't mean anything.
Right.
Sure.
So there's moments like that, like as the story keeps going, those moments are going to hit so much harder if you follow publication order. Because it'd be much simpler for my brain if I wrote these just 1, 2, 3. And I'm not, because I think the story is so much richer and better going back and forth. So there's going to be more hits like that over and over again.
As a reader, I think that's more interesting, especially as people who consume a lot of romantasy content specifically. reading it in a different cadence is more interesting for us, I think. Do you disagree?
No, I will tell you this. I've told a couple people this. I was, I'll say upset. I was upset that book 2 was not book 2 to Conform. I was really had some feelings about it. And I was just like, I just need to know what happens next. I need to know about what's going on in the clouds, like whatever. And then I read Beneath and I got to the end of it and I sent a message to the group and I said, well, you won't believe it, guys. Ariel actually, the author knew best, okay? Because now I understand, but I was very upset. I really wanted to Conform book 2, and here we are, and now I'm like, well, forget Conform. Now I want Beneath book 2. Like, I'm so fickle. I'm like, no, this one next. But I do agree. I think this makes perfect sense. I love it. But that's a perfect example. If you just read Beneath, right, you haven't read Conform, you read that Tabitha line and you're not like, oh my God, it's Tabitha. You don't have that.
Well, and for booksellers, that's so important for us to know as we get deeper into the series, because that will be the first things that people ask us, right?
Yeah.
We get asked all the time for like,
Throne of Glass.
Thank you. Throne of Glass. Like, because where do you read Assassin's Blade? How does that work? So we, in theory, are going to get 2 books from you this year.
Yes.
What does the cadence look like for the rest of the pubs? Do you have an idea?
I don't have an idea. I mean, I have a goal. I'd like to do a book a year at minimum.
Okay.
And we'll see. I am now finishing edits for the Core, and then I'll jump into the next thing pretty immediately. I mean, I'm going to take a reading break because I can't read while I write. And while I like my own words, I'm getting a little tired of them. So I'm going to dive into someone else's brain for a hot second here shortly once these edits are done. And then I'll go back and hit the next manuscript. I mean, there's bits and pieces of every book written, but none of them are done. So except for
Well,
Core.
what are you going to read next? What are you going to do on your reading break?
I started Into the Blue. It's a romance that's very millennial, nostalgic, star-crossed lovers. One wants to write for SNL, and their paths keep meeting, but it feels like for a millennial woman, so I feel like I'm listening to a Now 4 CD and vibing. And their love story and their chemistry and the yearning is so good. I'm only halfway through, so I mean, I can't give what's going to happen, but I've got another week before I get edits back, so I'm gonna wrap that up and try to dive into one more.
Oh, you mean you're taking a spring break too?
Yeah, I'm on spring break now too.
I'm trying to read a little bit just so I don't lose my mind in my world.
Well, at some point you become kind of blind to it, right? You're reading the same words over and over and over again and expected to catch the wrong article or something there. And I could never.
That sounds
I
like
could
my
never be an
personal
editor.
hell. No
It
way.
is a special kind of masochism.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy it. And I typically know when I hate the book, it's ready to go because I've read it so many times. And I'm very thrilled to say that while I love Core, I really do. I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea. I'm also getting to the point where I'm like, okay, we are done.
I'm about sick of this.
Yeah,
now.
we're sending this off.
We got to
It's
let
done
her
here.
go. And she's big, which is part of some issues. She's a big girl.
Ooh, do we have a rough page count yet?
I have a word count.
Oh.
Just under 200,000 words.
Holy shit, that is big.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
She's like, I'm going to keep you fed for a while,
That's
and
good.
then I want to hear nothing about it.
That's right. So, because unfortunately, Conform not quite long enough for my taste. I could have taken a couple more pages. That's all I'm saying.
And I appreciate that because I could have given you more pages, but as a
I could have
debut
taken it.
author, you are breaking in, you're trying to gain trust with your reader.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's intimidating if you're like, hey, here's my first book, by the way, it's 700 pages.
Right.
So I'm thrilled that you want more because there's a lot more.
Yeah.
This is no pressure, but we'll take it whenever you have it. Okay. We're happy to, peruse a manuscript,
I'll let you know. I'll send it.
Yeah. You could just start sending us just cryptic paragraphs.
Okay,
Oh,
great.
don't
It'd
do
be
that.
an email.
I don't want that. I can't do
this
that.
is the kind of this is the kind of torture I think she would like.
Yeah, that would be torture. And
Yeah.
you would love it.
And we just respond with questions and she'd ghost us.
And then just nothing. Like
Nothing.
This could be the start of a beautiful relationship. I love it.
how
That'd be
has
great.
the process for like editing and publishing and stuff been different for Beneath versus Conform?
Conform was
Better,
the first.
worse, the same?
I would say better in some ways and worse in others. It was my first with Conform. And so I think there is a gift in the ignorance of what you don't know. A lot of it feels like magical. And you're like, okay, and I'm done. And they're like, actually, we're going to edit it a couple more times. And you're like, whatever, okay. And then for Beneath, it's like, we're going to do this again, aren't we? Like every single time. And you're like, it's just a different vibe. Mind you, Beneath is a story that like I knew I wanted to tell, but I knew it needed to come second. So like there was such a like my own like yearning to get it to you guys. Like I was so desperate to like get her into the world that there was that. Whereas Conform, it was more terrifying. Where I was like, oh shit, what am I doing?
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
so it was just very different. And then it's been totally different for Core too. I've never written a book this long. I've never edited a book this long. I've never done a sequel technically because you know Beneath is technically the first.
Oh, that's a good point.
So
a good point.
that's a whole nother thing too. So it's fun though. It's a constant learning experience and I'm enjoying it and I'm excited to do it again after a little reading break.
We are also very excited. As you can tell, we are super fans. We have hand sold Conform like our lives depended on
my
it.
God.
And we're
Yeah.
like, you
Thanks,
guys are not
guys.
ready for this next one. It's so Sydney got done with it. She read it in one night
Oh my god.
She literally
You
took
gave
it
it
from your hands.
from your hands.
And she stayed up all night to
She
read.
stayed
my
up all
God.
night, and then she brought it back to us. So that was Tuesday night. She gave it to us like on Thursday morning.
Oh my god.
And she was like, okay. She goes, who's next? Because I need to talk about this right now. And I was like, well, there's no one you can talk to about it because I will have to go. So I went next. And so I was texting her off to the side and I was just like, is this a joke? Like, what do you mean? I'm scream texting at her. Levi, no! Like, just, it was tough. It was tough.
The characters are so rich to me
Yes.
in both of these trilogies, in both of these novels, and you love them. I want you to know, like, I am not typically a crier either. I struggle with the cries. To get me to cry in public
Was crazy.
was crazy. So for dear readers out there, it is so good. It literally, Katie and I cannot say enough good things.
Yeah.
We have been frothing at the mouth to talk about and share Beneath with our patrons because
Hence why we've just sort of verbally assaulted you during this.
I mean,
episode. This
I
interview.
loved it. Like I said, I love it. And all my characters in my mind are so real. And the coolest thing is now the books are out. And obviously Beneath is almost fully up. But like they now feel the same. You guys get to talk to me about these characters that I like love so much. And like that means so much to me. And it's such a crazy, crazy experience.
well,
I just want you to know before we wrap up here, just like two things right off the rip or right before we end. Jackson can absolutely go fuck himself.
of course it was a J name.
I love that we waited till the end. I was ready for
Well,
that to
because
hit.
listen, what else do you want to say? He's a total jackass. Yuck.
Yuck.
I know. And Burden is such a good villain. She is like, I love a good villain. My husband is currently reading Throne of Glass for the first time, and it has been a journey. He's like, oh my God. And he was talking about Baba Yellow Legs and I'm like, God, they're such, I love a good female villain, and she is so deliciously hateable. Oh my God, I want to throat punch her.
That's who I want POV chapters from. If I'm putting in,
That would be
I
interesting.
would like Burden POV chapters.
How did she
Yeah.
get to where she was?
Yeah.
Like, well, I mean, I guess we kind of know.
She knows so much
Yeah.
that
she's-
we haven't even scratched the surface on, and that's what I want, her internal monologue, so that I can know what she knows.
Yeah. I'm a little scared of her. I'm ready for her to be taken down.
Okay.
I'm real
Duly
sick
noted.
of her shit.
I'll
I'm
let him
real
know.
sick of her shit.
Yeah.
I
She
mean, the
can
other
go.
thing about her is she's a villain, but Tristan cared for her.
Right.
But did he? I thought it was all an. Well, no, I guess he did. I guess
No,
he did until he found out.
yeah, they had a thing.
No, I know.
And she can't let it go. And that's where we've ended.
I mean, let's be honest. Would anybody want to let Tristan go?
That is such a fair point.
But also, we are making her a villain because of her ambition, too. Which I feel like as women, right, if we are ambitious, we then get painted as villains or too much or,
aggressive.
Right.
A bitch.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I think that that's interesting to explore too, because she's a woman in a man's world in the military, right? And while we don't necessarily agree, she saw an opening and took it.
Yeah. And we tend to applaud the morally gray man when he does it.
Correct.
And we tend to get mad at the woman. So I will say, personally, I don't hate her. I don't love her, but I don't hate her as the writer.
You can respect her game.
The hustle, for sure.
Yes.
Listen, okay. Now I just look like the asshole.
No.
I hate her.
But I think that's what we're supposed to do.
I hate how she
over
treats
her.
Sasha. And
Okay.
I am over her, too. I'm over her in this role. How's that?
Okay. I will
In
accept.
this role.
Okay.
Okay.
Great. Great.
I just like throwing breadcrumbs into the air to see what
No, I
Yeah.
hate it.
I feel like you're going to get off and you're going to go walk over to your husband. You'll say, I can't believe the absolute grenades I lobbed at these girls.
I don't care for that.
I mean, they're not grenades. I mean, they're nicer than that. They're like little flower petals.
Flower.
Okay, little flower. Oh, the last thing I want to talk about is the birds.
Oh, yeah.
On the cover.
So we have birds here, and then we also have a bird in Conform.
Yeah. A little bird.
Little bird.
Okay.
Yeah, because we were looking at the covers today and we were just like, what is the through line here? Like, how are these all, what's...
There is a mention in, and I didn't mark the page and I feel dumb because I picked up on it when I was reading it and I flipped back to the cover. Do you or do you not tell us what kind of bird this is?
I do.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a conversation between her dad and her, right? Is that right? Is that when it comes up?
I don't think so.
No, it doesn't come up between her and her dad. This comes
I
up,
thought it was her dad references it.
Yeah, no, it does come up, and you do know what type of bird that is. But we did blow them out because I thought it was cool because they kind of look like doves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's not the shiny thing that is the thing you want.
Right. Uh-huh.
So,
Sorry, so can you tell us what the bird was that they said it was? Because I don't remember.
it's a raven,
Got it. Right.
which is
Now-
also someone's call sign.
Right. Right. We talk about it with the snake and that's I think when it comes up when Kumar is telling her to find the snake
Yeah.
and
No, not find the snake. Find
a
snake.
snake. Sorry.
A snake.
Yes.
And a bird brought this.
Yeah. So now I need to understand the bird and Conform because it's ostensibly the same bird, same type of bird, species.
A raven.
Right. That also immediately my middle school English goes to Edgar Allan Poe.
Of course.
And quote the Raven nevermore.
Well, look, I love poetry. Love poetry. Love it.
Okay. So now I must question every word I've ever read that you've ever written. And
I mean, not all of them. Some of them, like the spicy scenes, those are straightforward. There you go. We don't have to question those.
Thank you. Yeah, good. That's good. That's really helpful.
A little levity in the dark.
Great.
Will be so for
Oh, I also just I liked the little nugget of the artwork in the what are we calling it? The cachet of goods that they find in their cavern tunnel room.
Yeah.
I loved that they were and they're flipping through priceless artwork and I was and there's the artwork that will pop back up and Conform.
That Tabitha.
So how does that get from wherever they are if they're not in the same place? How does that get from there to Conform?
Who says it's not that place?
She said it wasn't, but geologically, they're not the same place.
No, I
Geographically.
I said where they're living in Beneath is not the same place the major defects live.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
In Haven.
Right.
Correct. So they're not the same place. That's what I'm saying. So how did they get there?
In Haven, though. We weren't in Haven when that happened.
When you found the art.
Oh, good point. Good point.
Because
good point.
we'd
Yeah,
been
right,
out
right,
for
right,
3
right,
days.
right. So
3
we'll
days,
say
I think.
Haven 2.
Haven
Number
2.
2.
It's,
I don't know what we're going to call
It's
it.
booby trap land.
Correct.
Trap
And
land,
that's
thank you.
why I think that's where.
Got it. Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Okay.
But they've got and we saw all the building supplies, the steel beams, everything.
Hey, who built the tunnels? Who
Not
built
a
the
good-
tunnels? How did tunnels get there? Who did
That's
that?
how that's got.
Right.
Yeah, you know, like, I
Get
mean,
there.
they got there. It's almost like
So-
someone planned for something terrible.
It's like, yeah, it's almost like the Illuminati knew that the nuclear holocaust was coming and they did it. And
Sure.
now we're back to, now I'm on conspiracy theory land, but
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
That's what it feels
Um,
like.
It feels like there might be more at play in a lot of different arenas, which I know is annoying to everybody listening. So I'm sorry, more is coming.
Great.
I will say some of the answers that you guys have asked for Beneath, in my weird way of writing, you are going to find in Core.
Okay. Yeah. You were so correct, though, to Katie's point and to your point. If we hadn't read Beneath next, if that was not the way you released it, dear publisher, if you're questioning her,
This was
don't.
right. She did it.
She was correct. We, the readers, enjoyed reading it in this order and let her do whatever she wants. Okay, thank you.
That's all.
Soapbox.
Thank you so much.
I'm off my soapbox now. Because it wouldn't have been as impactful. You are 100% correct. And if that is what we're going to get with Core, I get it. I understand. I am happy to jump back and forth and do whatever I need to do. Hopscotch.
I love it.
It's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
Any parting words that you want to leave the audience with, assuming they're listening to this now and they've already read Beneath, is there anything you want to tell your readers after reading Beneath?
Oh, man. I mean, there's 1,000 things I want to say and I can't. So there's that.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to leave anything behind. There's a lot there.
Are you nervous at all for us to read book 2 in terms of things that happen for Core looking forward? Are you nervous at all?
I mean, always, anytime I put out a new book, it's like my baby. I'm going to put it out there and not everybody's going to like it, and that's okay. I can say there's probably things that you're going to not like about how it turns out, even if that's the way the narrative needed it to go.
Okay, that's what I was getting at. Is are we gonna have some feelings?
Look, you're going to be like sad, but you're going to be happy about it, kind of, to quote Ronald Weasley.
Ron Weasley.
You know,
You're going to suffer, but you're going to be
you're going to be happy about it. Yeah.
Okay,
Awesome. Well,
I'm looking for a padded cell soon.
great. Well, we have to ask, did you watch the Sarah J. Maas interview like the rest of us? Did you love it? Did you go crazy?
I saw bits and pieces of it. I was wrapping up some edits, so I have not watched it start to finish, but I'm thrilled. Look, 3 books. Come on.
Are you kidding? I can't. And just when everyone's like, oh, it's over. No. And she's like, oh, and here's 3 more.
Here's
Right.
what. I mean, that's so cool. I love it when anybody like takes their artistic vision is like, I know it's not normal, but this is the way I see it.
Love it.
And being an author, by no means do I ever want to go that long between books. I mean, I respect the fact that as an artist, sometimes the words aren't there or you don't want to rush it or tell the wrong story. And so I respect her. I love that she stood up for Nesta. Like, I'm a Nesta lover. So, like, loved that she had that moment and that connection because very much in the same vein, like, I loved reading Nesta's story. It made me feel seen. And Sasha's kind of, that's my version of my story of, like, how that felt for me. So I love that she had that moment too. But went crazy. So excited.
Can't wait.
I need everybody to be okay.
Berserk.
Yeah. I need everybody to be okay.
Losing our minds.
Yeah, what I thought was interesting, and when you were with us in January, you talked about how this series was really birthed out of your struggles postpartum.
Yeah.
And even in the interview where Sarah was very personal about her birth story and her journey. And I just want to say I am not a woman who has had children, but as a society, I think those conversations and seeing it reflected in art that we consume is so important. And I want to thank you for that, because that has not always been the case. So I appreciate you bringing to the page struggles with mental health, struggles with postpartum, struggles with what you want in life and what that's going to look like for you, and making hard choices, because as the world gets to be more and more challenging outside of these walls, we want to see ourselves reflected in our art. So thank you for that.
Of course. I'm just happy that you guys are welcoming to it, because it's hard to put that much of yourself on the page and then like let it go and know that like it's open for anybody to critique however they want. And that's okay. But it was by far the most vulnerable thing I've ever done, is give feelings and thoughts and struggles I had a home outside my body for other people to come to and hopefully feel seen.
You do an amazing job.
Yeah,
and
I think people do.
It goes without saying, we are super fans. We love it.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being open to chatting with us, for coming to book club. We hope to see more of you in the future.
I hope so.
And do you have anything else? Any other parting thoughts?
That was pretty good. That was a really good ending. So I'll just that was good.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I mean, other than we love it, we're so excited. Thank you so much. This has been so great, and we've really enjoyed championing you in the store and just talking about the book nonstop. We're very, very excited.
Well, I appreciate it, and I love being here, and I look forward to more of our conversations where I give you nothing.
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
yay.
Thank you
Yay.
so much.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day, and
Enjoy spring break.
yes.
Thanks.
And we will talk to you soon. Please tell John we say hi to.
Yes.
Say hi.
I will.
And we appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye, guys.